It's a new day, it's a new dawn. I woke up just by His grace, full of blessings. Olúwa mi ẹ máa ṣé o, ẹ jí mi lónìí o, oṣù bàrẹ̀ mi o. Oh, ṣé bàbá, I'll give you all of my praise for bringing me back to life. Oṣù bàrẹ̀ mi o. Oh, ṣé bàbá. Jíjí mojí sí rẹ̀ fìtílà. Bàbá ó ṣe. Òní tí mo jí rẹ̀ máa mi jí. Ó ṣe bàbá. Jíjí mojí sí rẹ̀ lónìí kẹ́. Bàbá ó ṣe. Òní tí mo jí rẹ̀ máa mi jí. Ó ṣe bàbá. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ so ọ̀rọ̀ àjímọ́. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ so inú ẹbí máa lọ jí sí o. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ so. Àwọn ìwọ̀n tí wọ́n àwọn ọmọ tẹ̀lé o, ọjà mi ń rọ mi ò náà pariwo. Àwọn òfin òwò, àfihàn tó máa rẹ̀ ní. Àwọn òfin òwò, àfihàn tó máa rẹ̀ gàlí. Jíjí tí mo jí o, ìrẹ́lọ́ méjì o. Jíjí tí mo jí o, ayọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ mi. Jíjí mo jí sí rẹ̀ lónìí rẹ̀. Bàbá ò ṣe. Òní tí mo jí rẹ̀ bá mi jí. Ó ṣe bàbá. Jíjí mo jí sí rẹ̀ sí ìlera. Bàbá ò ṣe. Òní tí mo jí rẹ̀ bá mi jí. Ó ṣe bàbá. Ìrìnà kíkọ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ mi. Bàbá ò ṣe. Òní tí mo jí rẹ̀ bá mi jí. Ó ṣe bàbá. Níwájú mi lẹ́yìn mi ò kí mi rẹ̀. Bàbá ò ṣe. Òní tí mo jí rẹ̀ bá mi jí. Ó ṣe bàbá. I'll give you all of my praise. Ó ṣe bàbá. For bringing me back to life. Ó ṣe bàbá. I'll praise you forever, Lord. Ó ṣe bàbá. I say thank you, my King. Ó ṣe bàbá. For the mercy to turn me to glory. Ó ṣe bàbá. Mo ṣe wá bí mo ṣe lọ. Ó ṣe bàbá. Lórí ẹ̀mí, lórí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yàn. Ó ṣe bàbá. Ó ṣe ọlọ́run mi. Ó ṣe bàbá. Ojúmọ́ rẹ̀ ojúmọ́ ayọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ wa lónìí o. A ò ní ṣiṣẹ́ o. Ojú kò ní kú ṣùwà o. Bá a ṣe jáde lónìí, a máa kó blessing, a máa kó favour, a máa kó success. Gbọ́n promotion kan kò ní rí wá sá. Dèdè múlẹ̀ yẹn bá dáwọ́ lórí pátákó lògbòdò ló máa ṣiṣẹ́ ibi. Lórúkọ ti rí ìlera. Bàbá ò ṣe. Òní tí mo jí ìrìn máa mi jí. Ó ṣe bàbá. Jíjí mo jí sí ìrìn lòdì o. Bàbá ò ṣe. Òní tí mo jí ìrìn máa mi jí. Ó ṣe bàbá.
Good afternoon, viewers watching us. This is Yetunde Entertainment Network. Sorry for the delay. This is your girl Yetunde Ifelowo Thomas, representing Yetunde Entertainment Network. We have a guest, a person of honor, a person who traveled all the way far away to be with us. He's going to introduce himself. It is an honor to have him here in our studio. So I want you guys to share and let people know who he is. He resides in Maryland, is able to travel. He's into the music world, both in the church and both outside. So it doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be too small, it doesn't have to be middle small. I mean patronizing, and you now regret it. Can you introduce yourself to our viewers and welcome?
All right, thank you, presenter. My name is Shotunde Tejuosho, and I'm popularly known as Tundefitla. I am fully into music. I'm a content creator and some other stuff I do. But basically, music is what I do, and music is what I'm known for.
Okay, welcome. You hear that? He's into music. So people call you Fitila. And Fitila can be a form of light. If we have to interpret it to, into English. So can you tell our viewers and people who wants to know how you came about the name Fitila?
Yeah, first and foremost, aside from being son of the light, as in darkness is not what I appreciate right from my day one. I came about the name Fitila through my first album. Okay. The first album I did, which was around 205. That's 205. I did my first album, and it was titled Fitila. And there was this very track there that I really talk about Fitila. And the title of the album was what before the album, I'm just known as Tunde, But when I did the first album and that very track, usually whenever I'm invited to like a church functions, like a concert or any church program, I love singing that particular track. So and the track is titled Fitila, and that was why when I did that album, I decided to title the album Fitila, and that was how the name Fitila came to limelight. And so far so good. Praise be to God. Yeah.
Nice. So, how many albums have you launched so far during your music years?
Okay. I've so far so good. I've launched 2 albums.
Okay.
But before the albums, I would love to really start as in how it all began.
Okay.
Because fine, everybody with his or her ways of growing up musically or whatever what you're doing. But I believe my case is kind of very funny. I started music, though I'm born with music.
Okay.
Yeah. Every of my family member, we are all musicians.
Wow, great.
Yeah, we are all musicians, and we are all talented. But it's just that, out of everybody, I am the one that, let me say, I did it professionally.
Oh.
Yeah, but when it comes to church level, every of my family members, we are all talented in our own way. But I started my music career as initially as an instrumentalist. The instrument I cherished most then was the guitar. I started as a guitarist professionally.
Wow.
Back then in the church, celeb boy now, you start with as if you are growing up in Celestia that I know of, and you have passion to be in the choir. I didn't apply to be in the choir. I could remember I joined the choir while I was just 7 days old. Yeah, I do say that.
Really? Wow.
Yes, because
we go, baby.
Yeah, because I when they are giving name to baby in the church now, the prophet usually sit at the middle of the church. But when I was being given name, the prophet then decided. He told them that the seat is not supposed to be there, that she's supposed to be sitting in the choir. So I was named right in the barricade, in the choir stand. So that I usually say that I joined choir when I was just 7 days old. So you can see as early as that. So and I grew up in the choir. I could remember, according to what they told me, even when I was a baby, whenever my mom got to the church and she sat among the congregation, she said I always cry. But because of me, one of my elder sister decided forcefully I have to join the choir just for her to carry me, because no matter how I'm crying, whenever I'm being carried into that cage, I'm going to stop. That is when I will stop crying. So right from my day one, they already know that this is going to be definitely a musician, because music is just everything about me. So I started my musical career from a tender age, like I said, but professionally.
Okay.
I started music professionally as an instrumentalist.
Okay.
Because back then I came across some group of friends who are already in the musical world professionally, and then I started playing guitar. I played with a lot of bands, and before I decided to say, okay, let me do my thing, because I know it's what I can do. I've been singing right from even when I started, when I started working. So, but professionally, I started as a guitarist. Then my first breakthrough as a musician, as a singer, was 1994. I could remember. So that was when I decided to have my own band, and I started doing my thing. And 2005, I did my first album, which was titled Tundefitla.
Okay.
And that was just a gospel, 900% gospel. Then later on, I think 2013, I did another one, which was basically dedicated to, I think, then Lagos State Governor Raji Fashola, which I titled New Lagos. So but the funniest thing is, most of this, my album, I did it on my own, being a marketer myself, and in my own little way, I tried to get it across to people. But to date, and aside from the 2 albums, I've done a lot of singles.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of singles out there that I'm still working on, and I've done some. I've even done some of the videos.
Okay.
So, but in everything, I thank God, so far so good. So that's it.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So this particular song, can you sing it for our viewers to? I'm a little bit curious, and I'm a nosy person.
Okay.
So if you can sing a track for us so we can hear. And is it on YouTube? Like if we have to listen to it?
Yeah, I have it on YouTube.
Okay.
But due to the way things are going now, I have this plan of remixing it. I want to do it once more, and hopefully do the video too.
Okay.
So by God's grace, very soon I'm going to you're gonna see the new version of Fitila. Okay. But the old Fitila is still on my YouTube channel. Just go to my YouTube, Tundefitla. I have the old Fitila there.
Okay.
Yeah, so and it goes those. I said, Fitila mi ton, pẹ̀lú agbára ọ̀run, ẹ̀mí ọ̀run sọ̀kalẹ̀ wá bá wa pé, ẹ̀mí ológo àwa ń ṣàfẹ́rí rẹ̀. Bàbá ọ̀run sọ̀kalẹ̀ wá bá wa pé, ẹ̀mí mímọ́ bà lé wa o, ìmísí ọ̀run, láìsí ẹ̀mí mímọ́ o, asán lènìyàn. Fìtílà mi ní ìmọ́lẹ̀ mi, káyé má pa ìmọ́lẹ̀ tó fi fún wa wá, káyé má gba ìmọ́lẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ wa o. So that's just the chorus though.
Okay, viewers. He said you can listen to it on YouTube. So please do go listen to it, and let us be an encourager, motivator of good things. So somehow when he remix it, then it can really blossom out there through our support. Can you tell us, me and the viewers, some of the challenges that you have come across during this time? I mean, you said from baby, but I know when you started knowing right from wrong, you're able to really see some difficulties dealing with people, dealing with, can you tell the viewers and myself, just because I know, you didn't just arrive in a day.
Yeah.
There's some obstacles that you have really overcome. Can you tell us some?
Okay, thank you. So far so good. I would say the time I really enjoyed myself as a musician was when I've not started professionally. Yeah, but right from the day I started professionally, there are lot and lot of challenges. There are lot and lot of challenges, and I will just mention few of them. Back home in Nigeria, we all know the way musicians are struggling. I'm not going to go into the capital aspect of it because that's like a chorus to everybody. Before you can start any project, before you can do anything,
True.
you have to have enough capital. Which aside, even if no matter how talented you are, if the capital or the support is not there, you can't do anything.
True.
But the main challenge I faced as a musician back home in Nigeria was, I like I said, like the presenter said earlier on, I'm not just a church singer. We sing in events, in occasions like that. I would not but mention what we face in the hands of, I don't want to call them touts. But our, back home in Nigeria, wherever you're singing, there's these people that will come over. They want to share part of what
you make.
Oh my. So I won't lie to you. That is one of the greatest challenges because I have a lot of experiences. I can remember there was one of this show I played. It was a burial at Mafoluku Oshodi. It was very funny. We've even started. We've played for a couple of hours before these lumps stormed into the party. And we are asked to stop.
Wow.
I'm telling you, we are asked to stop playing. Their boss was sitting as if he was the governor of the state.
I can imagine.
He commanded them to go and bring the musician. I was in the front, in his front. What is going on? He said, okay, he's here to collect his own share of whatever what I've gotten. I was like, wow. I tried all I could to persuade him that the very show was the person that was doing something there was one of my fans, which I cherish so much, though it's late now. But then, even a phone call, I'm there. So I was trying to tell him that I didn't even charge coming to play here. It's just like assisting. Before I could say anything, the whole speaker, the way we do speaker back home in Nigeria, everything was destroyed.
Wow.
That day was a mess. So I was like, I almost gave up that day. What's going on? So I have these experiences when it comes to as in challenges that we face as a musician. As a musician outside the church. Singing in the church is more preferable, and there's no more challenges as a musician in the church.
Really?
Yeah, aside from maybe people that maybe you guys are of the same category, maybe musicians still in the church, because that is another thing. Even the so-called friends, the so-called people you call your friends, that you guys are singing the same kind of song, you guys might not be in the same church. But in a way, you only be their friends when you guys are together. Immediately you are not together, they will say something else at your back. I'm telling you, I have a lot of people like that. I have faced a lot of challenges when it comes to that. But the main challenges as a musician, generally, that I face a lot is back home in Nigeria. And this is, to me, I don't know if they're still doing that, because it's been a while. And ever since I've been playing in America, I've not witnessed that. Who will do that?
Time,
yeah, we don't have time for that. But back home in Nigeria, that is basically one of the things that at times when I go for shows, I to the extent I usually owe their money. I will make sure I have enough, because I don't want, because music is like a passion. It's what I do that I derive joy in doing. So I don't want one useless person to just come and scatter the whole party just because they need a token. So what I usually do is, no matter how small I charge, I make sure while going, even before we started at all, I always have money with me. So because they could call anytime, they don't look. At times they will come even before the party started. They will say, before you even on anything, you have to give us money. So if we are now waiting for maybe spray or maybe after the party, that means the show won't go on. So I took it upon myself that whenever I'm going for shows, I always have money with me. And there are some of them, no matter, there's no amount you will give them, it's not going to be enough. Even if you give them, they will go and recruit themselves. Another set of people will come. It's still the same set of people.
Wow.
So I want to believe every musician, especially back home, face this, unless if you limit yourself to church musician. But if you want to really exploit or go out there, you must face what I'm saying. So that's it.
So what about if it's like a private or what you're telling us now, is it like when you do party like outside, like, you know, that is not like somewhere that is very conservative? So
yeah. Now to me, I would say it's all the same.
Oh really?
Because even the private hall is even more dangerous.
Oh.
Because the reason why I said it's more dangerous is this. The so-called touts, no matter how you hide yourself, even if you're not that popular, like maybe they know it's Obe or it's Sonyade, I don't know how they do that. They will definitely know who the musician is. And the private hall, why I said it's more dangerous is this. They will not come to the hall even while you're playing. They will not come ask you for money. They will go and hide themselves, waiting for you to finish. So as soon as you are done, at least you will not. There's no private jet that will come and pick you. That will come and pick you from the hall. You will surely go out of the hall. So and that is when that I've witnessed that a lot, and that is even more outrageous compared to when you are on the open field. Because open field, people are looking at you. They have limitation to their craziness because it's an open field. But this time around, in the private hall, anytime they are coming to you, they are coming to meet. As the hall is private, it's the same thing to they are meeting you. They are meeting you privately. So if you don't dance to their tune, they will deal with you privately.
Wow.
So that is why I said that is even more dangerous.
Wow.
So, but well, anyway, we thank God because I happens to, as in I overcome that by the grace of God, with the help of God.
So being nosy, I saw that of recent you traveled home. So what is the experience like? You know, to play and be there compared to what it used to be.
Okay. Like I said earlier on, there's this huge difference.
Okay.
When we're talking about playing back home in Nigeria and playing abroad. I don't know, maybe it's because of the people's mentality. Yeah, so there's this huge difference. And though there's nothing like they say home is always home. Yeah, because I give it to every instrumentalist. I give it to them. They are doing a great job. But musically, I enjoy it more back home. Maybe because that's where I started from, and I have a lot of guys that will play together. If I do like this, they know what I'm saying. If I do like this, not unlike this place where everything is digital. Everything is digital here. Even what we play to with my phone, I can do show here because the beats, even talking about everything is on the beats, and with that you are limited. You are limited because what I would say is if I'm comparing my career back home and in abroad, I said I'm kind of punishing myself because I'm kind of trained whenever I'm singing abroad. Unlike back home where you can exploit, you can, we play most things live. Even up to the level of agogo shekere, those things we play it live. We have enough hands to do those things, and that gives, as a musician, that gives you enough room to exploit. That gives you enough room to really express yourself. You know, compared to abroad. Yeah, not that we cannot get guys here, but my sister, you know, back home, even if I have, I'm not saying guys back home don't charge. I'm talking about instrumentalists. Yes, they do charge.
But at least it's live.
Yeah. And even my kind of music, I don't just use anyhow instrumentalist. But funny enough, it's not every instrumentalist that understand the kind of music I play. That is one thing. I used to. There's this word I usually use. I'm a multi-directional. Multi-directional in the sense that I sing due to people's, as in what people want. There are some shows, there are some parties that the only thing you can use or that you can sing to capture them is gospel. There are some parties you need to go little way of Fuji. There are some that when you sing Miliki, your pocket will be smiling when you are going. There are some that is just purely tumba. There are some that what they want is hip hop. I could remember there was this show I did at Texas. I could remember that show was fantastic. The celebrant herself saw my show, saw my stuff on YouTube before she called me. I don't even know her. She called me and she said she appreciates and she wanted me to come and play. Okay, fine. When we got to the party, everything was going on smoothly. But there was this very lady. She was like, I should sing Olamide. I should sing this one. I tried my best. But she's not satisfied now. And she keep disturbing me. I was forced to say, Madam, why can't you call Olamide now? This is Tundefitla. Let me sing what you understand. So that is not funny. But what I'm trying to say is, back home, the huge difference musically is, as a musician, I express myself more back home than here. Here, I'm kind of, it's as if I'm in a cage. Because I have to sing to what they will play to. Okay. Unlike back home, I sing, they play, everybody does their stuff, and it all gel together. Then in the aspect of fans, to me, it's still the same set of people. Our fans back home, they are still the same here too. But it's just that we have a lot of people that appreciate my kind of music more back home than here. Because especially this my state where I find myself, Maryland, we have varieties, we have a lot of musicians. I took my time to I did the assignment myself. I look all through the whole state in America. I got to realize Maryland has the highest number of musicians.
Wow.
And when I say musician, not just musicians,
like
as in top artists, musicians that you can call musicians. It's not just because you can handle mic or you can sing. Maryland, so the competition in Maryland is high. But there's one thing I believe, like my people say, one otologo shopa. So I that thing is, it's one of the saying that my dad used to say that. He used to say that every day, and that has been part of what is keeping me on my feet when it comes to this musical world. So,
wow. So, have you ever feel intimidated by any musician when you have to sing live? Because I know sometimes you guys get to like old mic and somebody will call your name. Have you ever feel any kind of way as a musician?
Yeah, I quite understand that question. But thank God for the gift. The gift, you can see if you look closely, you realize I have a big head. Yeah, and I used to say,
I didn't say that. He says it.
The head is not just big. I have lots. I loaded talents. And like what I'm trying to say is this. As a musician, I did not just base myself that I'm just limited to singing. I play other instruments too.
Okay.
I play the guitar, I play the keyboard, I play the drums. Wow. Then aside from the music, I do MC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do MC. I'm into acting too. Very soon you guys will be seeing my movies. Yeah, I started working on that. I do comedy, I anchor programs, I do MC. So if I'm loaded with such talent, how will I be bothered if I'm with maybe I find myself with a musician who is, you know, I will use the word greedy. There are some musicians, even if you come to their show, they don't want people to even know you are a musician. They won't even recognize you. I don't know why guys do that.
I know.
Anybody that knows who is Fitila, even back from Nigeria, they will tell you, when it comes to stage performance or when it comes to me performing live, I am accommodative. Accommodative in the sense that there's no place I play I will not even invite musicians. I do that a lot. Even here in Maryland, some of my friends, they will tell you, there's none of my shows that I'm playing at the back of the stage that you will not see nothing less than 3-4 musicians.
That's good.
If aside from them participating, they will not go out without putting something in their pocket.
I know.
That is me. But it's just that me, I'm not lucky on their side because they won't call me.
Well, you said Fitila now.
Yeah, but I won't stop doing it.
But remember, they said, "Kosimashe fi inosi abe unlati yo." So probably you're intimidating them, you know, because that glory, you know, probably will overshadow.
Yeah, this is a live program. I'm saying it. None of them will say he has invited me.
Let me do the same.
No, okay, I'm having a show. Fitila, just come over.
Wow.
You understand? But I does that a lot. Not because I'm calling them to come and see me performing, but I felt if I'm thinking, let's come and do it together. The reason why I'm doing that is not because I'm not capable to undo my shows. Of course, I can do my shows, but I felt that even if in the party, somebody might be there that would be maybe a very good fans of yours. If I say, okay, come on, do something too. Maybe that person has $500 and the person decided to just spray me $100. If I give the mic to that my friend, anytime he started singing, that person, the remaining 400, he will want to spray him too. It's a strategy. That is it. I'm not competing with nobody. I'm not competing with nobody because I believe, like I said earlier on, otologo shupa. Whichever area that you're good at, you cannot be good in every area.
Yeah.
It's not possible. Talomalo fijo. Obe to je non kom miliki to. Any kokorin soni na baba ma fumble. No, I'm sorry to say that, but it's just it. It's just soni no any kok fun ani miliki mewa. Ti oni korin ti won fumble. So that alone tells you. Or barista call of for nke won. Any barista wa korin fela fun wa. Báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ jọra wọn. So that alone tells you, even if you are, and you cannot be perfect, even in your own faith, we all need ourselves. Yeah. So, like I said earlier on, I'm not bothered. Going back to your question, I'm not bothered. I've not witnessed that because of my being versatile. So me, I've not been bothered. I've been to a lot of shows that they will even hardly recognize you, but I'm not bothered. But like you said, Kosi go Fitila.
That's the bosom, yeah.
So that's it.
So viewers, we need to be very accommodating. We all have our talent, we all have our skills, and just like you said, it will allow musicians to sing during his show, meaning that it's not intimidated by your skills. It just want people to see you. So the show probably will have varieties, some coming from him, some coming from somebody else. So we need to accommodate each other as musicians. So that way we can appreciate each other. So please, if you are one of those musicians that would not allow somebody else doing your show, please don't do that. Because guess what? You are being called because they love your show. And somehow somebody else can like the little bit spice that you're putting in from somebody else. So let us learn from that. Let us learn to be tolerant of each other. Let us learn to be accommodative of each other. And trust me, the moon's glory is different. The sun's glory is different. We all shine different times. But if we bring ourselves together, then it's going to be more merrier. So please, don't get intimidated by my brother, because you know he said he's versatile and he does a whole lot. I thought he only knows how to play keyboard. I never knew, you know, guitar was one of his main instruments. I didn't know that. I didn't know he knows how to drum. If I didn't talk to him now, I don't know. So sometimes let us try to talk to ourselves to know where else we can help each other out. Okay? So that's just an hint. So for those out there who are aspiring to be like you, what encouragement do you have for them?
Okay, first and foremost, I will say you have to recognize your gift, your talent.
Okay.
If you have to first say, okay, this is what I want to do. Then after which the word determination, the word determination needs to be your chorus. Because if you are not determined, that means you're going to stop along the way. But with your determination and with God on your side, you will get to your destination.
Amen.
So my thing is, if you are, aside from music, whatever what you're planning to do, whatever what you have passion for, first you have to develop that determination. That is after which you spot what you want to do. Okay, I want to become a nurse. I want to become a musician. I want to, not that somebody asks you to become. You have to find yourself first. So after which you now determine, you will now decide, okay, I want to do this thing, and have that determination. Then with God's backup and most, like I used to tell people, you need to work with people. My people will say, Agbajo laughing soya. No matter how gifted, no matter how good, no matter how talented you are, you need people.
Yes.
You need people to be up there. Yeah, you can't say because you are this good, by so doing you don't need nobody. I'm not so sure if you will get there. Go and ask whoever that is up there. They are up there. They are able to stay up there, and they are different between getting up there and staying up there. Even if you can get up there whichever way, either wuru or maybe miraculously or whichever way, anybody can get up there.
Yeah, but retaining it.
To retain that position, to retain being up there is what I'm talking of. But if you work with people, if you after you've decided what you want to do with your determination, with the help of God and humility, yeah, that is another key. That is another key for you to retain that spot up there, because we have a lot of people, they don't know that it is when you, no matter how big you are, no matter how successful you've been in whatever what you're doing. Now I'm not talking about even as a musician, whatever what you're doing, no matter how stage you've attained, if you are not humble enough,
yes, it's terrible.
that means your falling is just at the corner there. So you have to be very humble. Be it even to those that are looking up to you, those you met up there, because this life is very funny.
Yes.
No matter how fast you are, no matter how perfect you are, you will meet some people where you are going. Which means some people have been there even before you, and even after you, some people will still meet up. So let me know. I don't talk too much. I don't know how to talk. I'm this shy type. So, but I just like to drop the hint. So what I'm saying in essence is, ejekani teriba, ejekani farada.
Yes.
Let us believe it's only God that can get us. Fine, God is going to use somebody. I'm not saying somebody cannot help somebody, but definitely God is number one. Then after God, kani teriba, kani authority. That's another thing. Authority, kill authority in Yoruba,
to endure.
To endure. Yeah, tolerance, perseverance, everything. We have to be patient. Rome was not built in a day. Yeah, so it's a process. Whatever what you want to become in life, it's a process. There's protocols for everything. So,
thank you, sir. Wow.
Welcome.
Wow. So in a nutshell, it's saying, don't just aspire to be him. You know, you have to discover who you are. Don't just say, Mr. Fitila can do it. I saw him holding the mic. There is more to holding a mic. So discover yourself, you know, believe in God. And he said you have to be humble. A lot of times as human beings, we are not humble. Humble, a lot of people make noise, but they are nothing. You know what I mean? They just make noise for no reason. So you have to be humble in everything you do. Even if you know, let that known post things in you speak. And then people will see you. You know, because if you're not humble, if you're up there, you come down. Because you need to terrible for people that you're supposed to respect. So be humble. And it said you have to endure. Endure. You will see people who are now up to your standard who will talk at you. You will see people who cannot even talk to you real life, will come and just say something stupid. Just ignore them. If you know, if we keep looking at every dog that barks, then we won't reach our destination. So please, 3 things he has said, you know, please let's hold on to that and believe in God and believe in yourself. Believe in what you know, because what you know will not leave you. And be versatile, like he says. Don't just be one person, knowing just one thing, when you can learn so many things, so many good things you can learn. All right. My nosy side again. So, I've known Yetunde, Babatunde. I've never really heard Shotunde before. So you'll be the first one in my life. You know, and I'm 44 years old. And you'll be the first one I heard by that name. So can you tell me how that name came about? And also, you know we have this Tejuosho market in Yaba. You know, and it's a very big market back in the days. I would go there for my mom. I still go there now, but you know, they rebuilt it. It's not as really crazy as it used to be. But they're still renovating it. So are you related to the Tejuosho, you know, ownership in that side? That's just my nosy part. So please, viewers, don't judge me. I'm nosy, and I'm not asking behind him. I'm asking him live.
Yeah, let me start with the name Shotunde.
Okay.
Yeah, my full name is Shotunde
Oh, okay.
Tejuosho.
Okay.
Now, quote me anywhere. Okay. Anybody that is bearing Shobowale, Showumi, Shoyinka, Sholola, Show. The first O, which is Osho, is just
really?
been omitted.
Really?
Yeah.
I had an A in Yoruba. I've never heard that one.
No. It's been omitted. Now the reason is this. Back then, Yoruba believed the powerful men, the nobles, the strong men, they are the Oshos. Yeah, because you know, it's not got to a stage where their power is becoming abnormal. And as in it's becoming more and more. That was why they turned them to wizard. Yeah, and they instead of naming their giving their kids or their family name Osho, they turn into Akin. Yeah, Osho. Some families change their originated Osho as in name to Akin. Akin Konju Okunrin. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Now, but in my own family, any male in my family, you have to have that name Osho. But you know, it's not funny when I remember back then in my school days, some of my friends that knows me fully well call me Osho, some call me Tejuaje, you know, all this kind of name and all those things. Now my full name, like I said, is Shotunde, but the O is being omitted. So that's why that's why I said I'm Shotunde. So it's like a family name. Now the Tejuosho, most people don't even really know how to pronounce that Tejuosho. It's Egba language. It's Tejuosho, which means take care of Osho. The Osho I'm talking of are the nobles. Tejuosho, that's the meaning of Tejuosho. It's not Te, it's Te, Tejure.
So there's no air like
it's not, there's no air.
Oh.
It's a Te Shetoju. What that name really means is take good care of Osho. Who are the Osho? The nobles,
Okay.
the warriors.
Okay.
You understand? So that is the real meaning of that name, which I can say anywhere. Now, Tejuosho family is a very broad family. It's one. It's just a broad family from a place in Abeokuta. And we are very, very, very big family. And it was our grandmother that has a lot of lands in Lagos. She was one that built the Tejuosho market you were talking of. So which was Yalode. Yeah, Yalode Bishop Tejuosho. So she was the one that bought a lot of lands there at Yaba. But what I'm trying to say is the Tejuosho family is a very broad family in Abeokuta. We are one though. But you know, when family, a very broad family, I won't say we all know ourselves. Even in Maryland, yeah, I have some Tejuosho, we don't even know each other. I could remember there was this day back home in Nigeria. I went to a bank. I banked with some banks there. So when I walk into the bank, I wanted to withdraw some little cash. So the cashier was like, when she saw the teller, she was looking at me. I said, what's going on? I now realized what her name was. She was Tejuosho too.
Oh, wow.
So she was like, she said, she saw Tejuosho. She said, she's Tejuosho too. I was like, my sister. She now mentioned somebody's name. I said, all the names you are mentioning, I've heard them, but I don't know them, you know?
Wow.
So it's not funny. We are a very big family. So I'm very, very proud of being Tejuosho, one of the descendants of Tejuosho. So it's basically the only Tejuosho from Abeokuta. Because some people, like a friend you argue, say, there are some Tejuosho in Lagos State. No. There's no Tejuosho. There can never be Tejuosho in Ogun State. In Lagos, there can never be Tejuosho in Ijebu.
Really?
There can never be Tejuosho in Odo. I will say it.
Really?
Because that name, it's Egba language.
Hey, I will do my research.
You okay? Do. It's a language.
You must do your research too.
Yeah.
I will do mine.
So if you know any Tejuosho in Badagry, let me know.
Okay. All right. So I will do my research.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Wow. I thought I already know Yoruba, so anyway, I'm going to do my research.
Okay.
So knowledge is everyday thing that you always learn. So you guys, you can see for Yoruba students like me who has an A1, I didn't know that one. So
I'm a professor when it comes to that.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
I had an A1, and trust me, I was so good when it comes to Yoruba language that now I don't know. But anyway, let me come back to Royalink TV. I don't know if you guys know he's the CEO of that Royalink TV, and also Julumo. And every weekend he has different people that he has on his show. Can you tell us a little bit about that for those people who doesn't know? Because the purpose of us bringing him is for you to know who Mr. Fitila is. Everybody's hearing his name. Some people don't want to talk about him, but we want to promote him. We want you to know the person behind Royalink, the person behind Ojulumo. Because most time he's the one putting people out. This is Yetunde, this is Mr. Bayo, this is this. But he himself is not being put out there. And this is him right here. See how simple he dressed. It's not all that like deck. You know how people are like CEOs. They just want to show themselves. So can you tell us what's brought up Ojulumo? What's brought up Royalink TV? And what you are trying to make the world to know about your business.
Okay. I thank you.
You're welcome.
Royalink was given birth to from Royalink Entertainment. Okay. What I did in school was marketing, and my area of specialization is entertainment. Aside from my being a musician, I specialize in promotion part of it. I could remember back home in Nigeria, I do organize shows. I do organize concerts. It has been my vision to, because I don't just want it to be just me. I know no matter how versatile or no matter how good I am, some people will definitely get tired of what I'm putting up. But me bringing other people to myself is going to be a kind of variety, and that has been my vision. And the program Ojulumo was basically created to, just like what you're doing too. I said, let me create a platform where people can get to know of people. You know, I can say, okay, every week or every day I'll set up the camera and let me just like some people do, some vloggers, some, you know, I can just set up the camera and start talking. I'll just take one thing. But I don't just want it to just be me. I started Ojulumo almost a year now, and I've not even done any episode of myself.
Oh wow, we have to put you out there.
Yeah, I've not done any of episode of myself, but I believe it will happen soon.
Amen.
But I believe we, just like you said earlier on, we can learn from each other. You know, learning from each other, it's very, very essential. No matter how good or talented you are, it's only if you are this from this other side of the world. Maybe you are full of yourself, you don't want to learn. But somebody that wants to progress, you have to learn from somebody. So, and that alone was the motivation that motivated me to create what I call Ojulumo, the notables. And Ojulumo is not just for maybe musicians or instrumentalists, it's for everybody.
Oh.
Just like your program, Who is Who in the Society. That is anybody that we can learn from. The word Ojulumo, that the meaning is the notables. Somebody we know, somebody knows, somebody that a lot of people knows.
Oh.
You understand? It's not somebody that maybe you are this shy type, people don't know you, you don't want to even get yourself involved in what people are doing. You can't come to my program because we can't learn from you. If you don't mingle, if people don't know you, what do you want to come and tell people now? When you're always by yourself, you are this type of person, you are just doing your thing your own way. So Ojulumo, I created that just for people to know more of people that I bring, and I really appreciate your company for bringing me, because you guys, you caught me unaware. I was kind of thinking of doing my own episode of Ojulumo by myself.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but with this interview, I think I have to do it too.
Yeah.
Because I cannot be bringing. At least I've started for almost a year now, and I've not really even bring up. But the secret behind Ojulumo is just what you're doing. Bring people, people of value, people that have things that people can learn from, people that does things that people can really emulate. So as in people that does things that, okay, I want to, as in like role models, mentors. I want to be like so person. But before you be like that person, you have to know more
about them,
about that person. So that is basically the secret behind Ojulumo and Royalink TV. The Royalink TV, there are still more and more to come. We have a lot of concept that's on the way, but Ojulumo is just the main one that has been out there, and we are still kicking it. Every Sunday we upload new videos of Ojulumos, and
good.
That's it.
Wow. Good. See, you just have to ask questions, and then you will get answers from the main source, not from the second person, third person. Because when it keeps circulating, then it goes away. So I want to say thank you for our viewers that stayed all the way to know our brother. It's just a brother next door. And you can see Ojulumo is to promote who you are in the community, the notables. So please, if you're a shy person or you are isolated person, it's not for you. Everything is not cut for everyone. Social media, everybody wants to be on social media. But you have to know the impact you are doing to others. Are you doing it to promote, to encourage, for people to emulate good things? All you are doing is just to downgrade people. If you see a lot of bloggers now, when they cuss people out, when they put out people's secrets, you see a lot of people watching them. That shouldn't be. What should be is for us to follow and make sure we support people who wants to be somebody in life. Trust me, even those rich people, somebody helped them to be there. So Ojuluma is every Sunday on YouTube. You can subscribe to it. And so also Royalink. And he did say that you'll be doing acting. I know how to act too. So I'm jack of all trade. And I'm not everything. Too? Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. So I want to be an actress. I mean, I used to do that when I was small until I came to America. I'm more into cultural. But my parents didn't like that. And if you know really originally music back home then, our parents don't want musics, They don't want you to be a musician. Yeah. But now everybody wants to be somebody. Everybody wants to emulate someone. Everybody wants to make an album. But not every album you can listen to. So let's leave that one. So patronize my brother on YouTube every Sunday. Tomorrow he's having a special guest, Erikemi. So please, you need to look at it to listen to our angelic voice. So you get to know her more. And as you have seen, it's not just into the church. He also do live band. He does one-man band. So if you want him, he's also on Facebook and Instagram. And you go by the name of
Tundefitla.
Tundefitla.
Yeah.
So, you can always add him as a friend. You can subscribe. And you can also go on Instagram and view some of his shows. Thank you for being with us. This is Jetboy Entertainment Network. We want to say thank you for always being there. We want to say thank you to our brother for honoring our invitation. And to those of you that we have reached out to, that you think we want to do this because we want to get your crowd. I have a good job, trust me, and I'm proud to say that. But the only thing I want to do is bring you out there when you are alive. Because when you're gone, I have no benefit. But when you're alive, now he needs actresses. I'm going to be one. So don't be surprised when you see me on a soap opera show, Nigerian soap opera show. So thank you so much. So I want to say thank you to our viewers who have looked at us.
Yeah, I want to appreciate everybody for at least staying tuned and subscribing to what we're doing. Yeah, I want to appreciate everybody and shout out to Yetbo International. I give you guys kudos.
Thank you.
I usually watch some of your stuffs, and I've been the fan. I've been your fans for so long, and
thank you.
I really appreciate what you're doing, because to me it's as if we are on the same path.
Okay.
We are on the same lane. As you can see, I said I have passion for acting. Now you just told me that you
have passion so you will love it too.
Yeah, so I want to say a big shout out to the company, to the CEO, to every member, and to the boss, and to everybody, and to the viewers out there. You guys need to keep watching this program, because it's a live broadcast compared to Ojuluma. Ojuluma is a recorded one, and this is no joke. This is no joke. I know what I'm saying. With recording, I can just record you and go and sleep. I'll go and sleep, and maybe when I wake up middle of the night, I'll do the editing. I can do it anytime at my convenient time. But this live broadcast is no joke. It's no joke, and I really appreciate the company. I appreciate everybody, and I want to thank you for having me on the program. And I will always be available anytime.
No problem.
So I don't believe in just me coming once, because
you can always come.
As my program, like now, there's a movie I'm planning to shoot very soon.
Okay.
I want to believe when it's done. Yeah, every platform I'm still coming back.
Amen.
To tell you guys about what I have that I've done. But truly speaking, expect lot from this big head. Yeah, that's it.
Wow, thank you. On behalf of Yetbo Entertainment Network, this is for you. Wow. Sorry. Help us to manage it. They can give it back to Our Lady to use it for shopping. And thank you so much.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I
don't know why he give you Act like a lady boss, think like a boss. Anyway.
Wow. Yeah, once again, I want to appreciate you guys. I want to appreciate the company. I want to appreciate everybody. Like, as you can see, I think I'm still going to need helping hands because this is kind of heavy. So you guys don't have to. Don't ask me what is inside. So it's just for me. So thank you once again.
Thank you Thank you so much, and we'll see you again next week.
All right.
Stay tuned to our new person coming up. And this is Yetunde. Bye bye.
Bye bye.